Girls on Fire. Welcome to Confidence Conversations. This is the place so that we help you navigate teen girl life with the most confidence possible. So my name is Teresa Stanley. I am the ring leader here at Girls on Fire. This is Mrs. K, our unicorn coach. And we have a question today about body image and kind of like, you know, how to feel, I guess, good about your body type. And they're all different, you know, and we see so many different types and, you know, what to do if you don't feel like you measure up or you start questioning, you know, whether your body is beautiful. Yeah. So we just wanted to speak to that.
Well, and I think it's such a hot topic. It's such a tricky topic. You know, and it's a topic that I see personally across the board of all ages, you know, whether it is young or whether it's adults. And so adults struggle with this still to this day. So again, if you can catch this type of conversation, which really is a conversation that starts up here first, you know, at a teen or a tween age, you're just better set up to handle this later on down the road. And I know that firsthand, you know, you and I can both speak to being a young girl in sports particularly, you know, we have this idea of what an athlete is supposed to look like, what an athlete is supposed to do, which creates, you know, again, an idea of what is healthy, what is strong, what is fit. And so it's not uncommon for young girls to be struggling that, you know, I'm fat, I'm not good enough, I don't look like them. And I know you and I have had this conversation before of, you know, being a young teen in an athletic sport, you're not necessarily skinny, but you're very strong. Exactly. You're very strong. And so, you know, body image is such a thing that you have to tread very carefully. You know, healthy is not a size. No. You know, being healthy is, you know, in a way that you feel like you can accomplish your goals, you have lots of energy, and you have a lot of zest for life. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a size 2 or you're 100 pounds or, you know, and there are so many shapes and sizes. And you would look at a marathon runner and you would think, oh wow, like they're super skinny, having no idea of the, you know, the long distances that they can run. And same with, you know, we've talked about this before. You look at either one of us, you know, walking down the street, I would have no idea that you can break 6 boards like that, right? No, so, you know, it's, you know, there's something to be said about being, you know, small. And we always joke about team short for the win. But it really is just all an illusion.
Absolutely. Well, and, you know, like for girls, I find, especially young girls, so, you know, the ones that are 8, 9, 10, 11, start questioning, especially if bodies start changing. Right? And that's a very real thing that happens in that age group. And, you know, things are just a different shape now. You know, kids are generally they all kind of look the same up to about age 8 or 9. And then suddenly girls look more like girls and boys look more like boys. Right? Yep. And so, you know, that stuff happens, and, you know, focusing on what, say, this girl who's a gymnast, who's tiny, looks like, and you're not that. There's no wrong. One's not more wrong than the other. And maybe you're both gymnasts and you look like this and she looks like this. That happens in martial arts all the time. Yep. Right? We have different sizes. People are different sizes. I'm really small. And then there's other people who are really, really tall and really, really big, right? That's why they have, you know, size categories for us. Small people, big people, right? And
Thank goodness.
Yeah, right? And so we don't want to, as much as possible, try to we don't have an attachment to, like, what that's supposed to look like, and where that stuff comes from a lot of times is what we watch, and you know,
100%.
We're comparing people that we see maybe on YouTube, here right on YouTube, or on whatever social media, thinking that we need to look like that person, right? And comparing ourselves to that person. Well, they say comparison is the thief of joy.
100%. And there's never been more influence about weight and body image and body type and what it looks like and what it means if you don't look like a certain way. And this also ties into previous, you know, conversations we've had on this show about being your own kind of cool. And that, again, if you can't compare yourself to other people, especially on social media, because if we've learned anything over the last year, particularly with, you know, a lot of the world being closed down and having to be on social media, a lot of it is just a highlight reel, and you don't actually know what's happening in the background.
Smoke and mirrors.
It is
Smoke
all
and
just an
mirrors.
illusion.
Yeah.
And so it's really finding, what feels good for you. What makes you feel excited. Do you feel great in your body? Again, count your wins. What do you love about your body? We want to move away from always focusing on so much negative. There's enough negative out there in the world. So create happiness and wins and joy in your own world.
Absolutely. And, if we're going to look at different people and different really awesome people, I just like to point out, you look at Ariana Grande, you guys probably know who that is. She's tiny. She's like this big and got a voice that you can hear for miles. And then, amazing singer, amazing performer, she has a very specific, really cool look to her. She just like owns it. And then in the same boat, in the same, probably some of the same songs, I don't even know if there was been a co-op yet, but Taylor Swift, who is the opposite spectrum. She's like super tall. She's like 6 feet tall and, again, does her own thing and does her own thing to be really cool. And then you have somebody like Lizzo, who's like, she's a completely different body. I think she's tall too, really tall, and just owns it. She's got big hips, big butt, and just owns it. Same with what's her face, the one that sings all about the bass, all about your bass.
Oh, I'm not
What's her
sure,
name?
but I know. But if you think about also to like Pink. Yeah, she's got a very, people would say
She
that
had pink hair for a long
she
time.
looks like a boy, right?
Yeah.
And again, we've talked about this
Very
as being
strong,
kind of
right?
cool, but she very much rocks leather jacket, slicked back mohawk, comfortable in her performance, and she's amazing. She's phenomenal,
She's
right?
like a really great athlete, and so
Super strong.
when you're talking about like body, think about what your body can do for you. Like for myself, I'm breaking boards. I can, go in there. I've competed in different levels of Taekwondo tournaments. I can run. I can do things, right? I have fun. And, what can your body do that is, is strong? Maybe you can do a handstand. Maybe
not.
Maybe you could do a really high kick. Maybe you can do the splits. Maybe you're just a killer soccer player. What's your thing? What's something that makes your body strong? Maybe you don't have a sport that you do. Maybe you're, you just love to run, or you just love to walk the dog, or you just, whatever it is. But think of your body as a mechanism that makes you stronger, makes you more confident, makes you, makes you different, right? Yeah. So there's lots of conversations, and we'll probably come back to body image as conversation or questions are asked in the comments and stuff, and we'd love to hear things that you guys think about. When it comes to that stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe below. It is Win Wednesday, so make sure you put your wins in the comments. We'd love to hear them, and we will see you guys in the next episode.